Go live, Chug. Good morning, YouTube. How you doing out there? We're also going to connect here, and we'll see if this gives us a connected signal this morning. But guess what? We can still come to you live on YouTube and on Facebook for a little bit, having all kinds of the good times this morning. And maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll see what happens here this morning. There it is. Now we're live again. Wow, what a morning here on 216 the net, 216thenet.com. And we might say that about 10 more times this morning. What do you think? 10 more times this morning on announcing who we are? Because, not like you guys don't know at this point, all of you who listen regularly, but if you're a brand new listener, as many of you are, because believe it or not, as stations go, and I apologize for the gurgling in the background, I've turned up the gain on this mic, which is actually my very fancy voiceover mic, but I like to do things hands-free a little bit now and then. And that means you get to hear the gurgling on the brand new coffee pot gifted to the studio by the studio, I believe. I don't know if that was a company or if Kent actually bought that out of the kindness of his heart. I know that he showed up yesterday here with a brand new coffee pot for the studio, and it looks like it has quite nearly brewed a full pot in less than 10 minutes, and I am roundly impressed because Uncle Pete's old pot that I brought here and that has been in the studio for probably almost it's been in the studio for a good year and a half, and I had it for probably 4 or 5 years before that. So it's about a 6.5-year-old coffee pot. That thing was starting to brew a pot in just about an hour. It was taking an hour to do. And in all fairness, we do have very hard water here. We're on a well, and there's not a whole heck of a lot you can do to filter it, but it still makes a pot of coffee. And this actually, even this new pot that he got, I don't know what kind it is. I'll have to get up and go actually really inspect it, I suppose, if I'm going to sit here and yammer on about it for half an hour. But this new pot he has a little filter at the top that goes over your coffee, the little coffee bin, which has the filter in it. And then this filter goes over the top, and the water goes through the filter into the coffee, down into your pot for an extra filtering of your water to make it even that much cleaner. So that actually might do remarkably well for this particular pot. At any rate here, folks, now that you've tuned in to hear all about Uncle Pete's brand new, well, it's not mine, the brand new coffee pot here in the studio. But see, it's the little things like that that just make me so happy. So happy. Kent texted me, "Hey, did you get a new pot yet?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no, haven't got one yet." He said, "Don't worry, I got one." I was like, "All right, fantastic." So but little things like that, when someone knows little things about you, like I love friggin' coffee. I have been a coffee drinker since I was about 10, maybe 10 or 11 years old, when I went to a church thing with my parents, and it was back in many days ago. I mean, this is a good 40 plus years ago. So yeah, I was probably 10, 12, something like 10, 11, 12, but a good way more than 40 years. Good Lord, I'm getting old. But at any rate, we went to this church that was in this giant barn way out in the middle of, I don't know where it was in the middle of. It was in the middle of fields off of this road. And we grew up in the outskirts, and I do mean outskirts, of Kansas City on the Missouri side. And this was far out there. And Kansas City, for those of you who have never been, is nothing like Chicago and Chicagoland. I'm sure at this point it's much bigger than I actually remember, because I haven't been back there in 27-ish years. But it was way out in the country, great big old barn, and it was really more all adults that were coming off of the RLDS church. This is when Christianity really kind of started to split out into, and a lot of people don't know it, and we don't really Hey, it doesn't matter. They had nothing. Good Lord. What a squirrel. They had nothing for kids to do. So they had the adult room. And they always, the reason I would go and didn't really pitch much of a fit is because they always had big boxes of donuts there. But then they had only coffee, nothing else. And so one day I'm like, I got nothing to do. Or no one. My brother and sister were doing. I don't know what they were doing. They were doing something, and so I put a little coffee in a cup, tasted it, put a little sugar in there, better. Put a little milk in there. All right, I can deal with this. And again, I'm like 10 years old, so I'm sitting there drinking coffee in my little church suit at that point in time. They get out, they walk over, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm having coffee," and it was good. I liked it, and I've been drinking coffee ever since. Aren't y'all thrilled you tuned in for that story this morning? Oh my God. Good morning, Gary. How you doing? I hope you're having a great, fantastic morning. We're going to go ahead and get this morning rolling. It is what a Wednesday here on Uncle Pete in the morning. We've got actually all stuff you've asked for. We put together meeting. Mary Catherine has put this together. This is all, again, it's alternative music. It is metal. It is rock. We've even got some really, it's called death metal / black metal. This is something else, folks. This is quite the list. So let's see what you think of it. You've asked for it. We're going to play it. Here we go.
When the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Turn me inside out, soak me in bleach. Only so much running, always running from myself. Only so much running, and the running never ends. When the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Turn me inside out, soak me in bleach. Soak me in bleach. I'm buried alive, life buries me. Cover my body, soak me in bleach. Soak me in bleach. Feels like I'm strapped down. Feels like I'm bleeding. Don't know what to do with all of these feelings. Only so much running, always running from myself. Only so much running, and the running never ends. When the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Turn me inside out, soak me in bleach. Soak me in bleach. I'm buried alive, life buries me. Cover my body, soak me in bleach. Soak me in bleach. Rock! When the dreamer dies, so dies the dream. Turn me inside out, soak me in bleach. Soak me in bleach. I'm buried alive, life buries me. Cover my body, soak me in bleach. Soak me in bleach.
I just got what they were saying. Sometimes it's hard for me to understand what they're screaming in my ears on this. And this is the Amity Affliction, Everybody Loves You When You Leave album. And the song is Soak Me in Bleach. I was not hearing that. I was hearing them yell Soul Train, Soul Train. And I'm like, okay, it's an odd song for Soul Train, but there you go. You listen carefully and you learn. This is Godsmack from their When Legends Rise album, and this is Unforgettable. Here you go.
Another change is coming, a separation from defiant to self-reliant. I feel the weather breaking, it's turning rain into fire. To make it higher, baby. With blind eyes open wide, I'm seeing it. I feel a rise inside me, it's untouchable. Like breathing fire in me. Oh, it's unforgettable. My river's overflowing into an endless sea of changes and rearranges, baby. I wanna break it open. I'm gonna take it to define it.
And what do you guys, I'm yelling over this one. What do you guys think of this? I don't know if I'm sold on this one.
Life never comes alive. I feel a rise inside me, it's untouchable. Like breathing fire in me. Oh, it's unforgettable. I feel a rise inside me, it's untouchable. I'm feeling higher, it's unforgettable. I'm getting higher, higher, higher. I'm coming alive, I'm coming alive. I'm feeling higher, higher, higher. I'm coming alive, I'm coming alive. I feel a rise inside me, it's untouchable. I'm breathing fire in me. Oh, it's unforgettable. I feel a rise inside me, it's untouchable. I'm feeling higher, it's unforgettable. It's unforgettable. It's unforgettable.
Unforgettable. That's the name of the song. I don't know. Y'all like that one? Yeah, that was. If you throw something at me and say this is hard rock genre, I expect a little bit more. And I don't know what that means. I just expect more, and I don't feel like I got more out of that. Listening to the words, I get it. Maybe it's timely for the way a lot of people are feeling right now. I don't know. And then that's not one I'm gonna go back to. Neither is the first one that we had here at the 7:00 hour, the Soak Me in Bleach there. But and don't do that. That's certainly not a recommendation. But that was the name of the song. Next up, we've got Lacey Sturm from The Decree, and the song is titled The Decree. So here we go. This is the Decree album, Lacey Sturm, The Decree. Let's see what Lacey has to say. What shall she decree? Or he, I know, just based on a name, we should not assume all right.
She collects gray drops of rain inside the bottom of her glass, till the world is gone from upside down to right side up again. 'Cause she believes till she can see. 5 long months looking at trees that seem like they are dead. Black and twisted, broken still, footwork inside her head. 'Cause she believes till she can see. Terminal pages, unlock these cages. Quiet days we can hear this sound. Heaven stone and the earth comes down. The decrees out now. Never been so loud. Making way for the underrated. All the death and everything. The decrees out now. Never been so loud. Time's not near, it's here. Only fear is here. When the world is laughing at itself, all she can do is cry. But when the world is scared and crying out, she laughs fearless inside. 'Cause she believes till she can see. Floating freely, breathing easy over stratospheres. Eternity throws glorious stars, redeeming all the years. She believes in the new dream of turning the pages, open these cages. Quiet days we can hear this sound. Heaven's stone and the earth comes down. The decrees out now. Never been so loud. Making way for the underrated. All the death and everything. The decrees out now. Never been so loud. Time's not near, it's here. Only fear is here. It's here. Trees out now. Never been so long. Time's not near, it's here. Only fear is here. Time's not near, it's here. Only fear is here.
Wow. Holy cow, she's got that metal roar inside of her, doesn't she? Holy crap. I liked that one. In fact, I wrote down her name. I'm going to look that up. Lacey Sturm, Sturm. And holy cow, that was a surprise. Thank you very much for whomever requested that. Wow. Okay. I can enough with the wows now. We're going to move along here, folks. We're going to move along to, this is by Pop Evil. Okay, Pop Evil. That's the name of the band on their Work album. And this is the album song, Work. So Work album, Work. Here you go.
Am I ever gonna break free? Will I ever see what it's from?
But all I do is work. I've been running round since the crack of dawn. I've been making rounds, I've been pounding. It's been 90 days since I've seen friends, since I've had some time to allow this. I remember the days would come on my own, but now there's barely meat on the bone. Nothing's left, but leave me alone. All the people I see are just on my phone. I can feel it coming, I've been feeling it for days. I'm out here.
All right, I'm gonna turn this down a wee bit because already I don't really care for it. And again, we'll turn it back up here and I'm not gonna talk over your whole song. You asked for it, we're playing it. But they're starting off. This guy's whining and complaining about work. You know, right now, millions upon millions of people are out of work. They definitely want to work, and pretty much that's like it or not, unless you're doing something you have. And to be honest, I'm doing something I absolutely love right now. I am so incredibly grateful and thankful that I get to do what I do every morning here for you guys and with you guys, all you people out there that tune in. I love this, but you also got to pay your bills. You got to get paid. And that's what everybody does. You get up in the morning or at night or in the middle of the day. If you're a first, second, third shifter, or, you know, you're working in an office, you know, whatever you got to do, you got to do something to make the dollars and cents that makes our particular society go round. So quit your whining. Everybody's got to do it. You may not like it. Then something else to do. But I mean, I didn't always do this. I'm extremely fortunate, so incredibly grateful and thankful to all you folks who listen and you make this possible. Thank you very much.
But all I do is work.
I like the beat.
But all I do is work. All I do is work. Two, three, we all fall down, we work ourselves into the ground. One by one, the clock strikes 12, we punch back inside ourselves. Inside ourselves. All I do is work. All I do is
Wow. Okay, Dave over here on the YouTube channel. Thank you for pointing something out here. Old Uncle Pete. And yeah, you can see all the white on my beard that's growing back in, thankfully, here. I tend to do that kind of old school mentality thought when it comes to work, which is suck it up, buttercup. You got to go earn a few bucks. You may not like what you're doing, but you got to put food on the table and a roof over your head. And we all know that that's not always easy to do. And again, Dave, you pointed out that, hey, this song actually is kind of how a lot of us feel out here. All we do is work because it's just that's where we're at. That's where you're at in life. It's where everybody's at in life. And I get it. I do, because I've felt that way before, doing things you don't want to do, doing things you just because you have to do them. Once upon a time, cleaning out the inside of septic tanks was not a joy for me. But I did it because it was a job I had at the time. It was a horrible, gross job, but I did it. But you know, there is a point, and maybe that feeling. And again, Dave, thank you. You pointed out maybe that feeling is what drove this particular person writing the song. The whoever did For Pop Evil is the group, Work is the album and the song. If you want to go look them up, maybe that feeling is what drove him to write a song that he then shared with everybody that we're now playing. So maybe that was the inspiration he needed to get really, really creative. So extremely good on reframing things for Uncle Pete here this morning. Thank you very much. Next, we're moving on here to what are we moving on? It's 7:25. Yeah, we're going to do this one real quick here. This is Poppy. Name of the band is Poppy, or maybe it's a person. I don't know. It's from the I Disagree album, and the title of the title track, I Disagree. So here's Poppy, who says he, she, whomever it might be, disagrees with whatever we're not agreeing with. Here you go. Do you understand what she said that?
I disagree, everything you believe is a tragedy. I disagree with the way you keep preaching insanity. I disagree with all of the reasons you're mad at me. I disagree, everything in your life is a tragedy. Burn to the ground. We'll be safe and sound when it all burns down. Let it all burn down. Burn it to the ground. We'll be safe and sound when it all burns down. I disagree with the way you continue to pressure me. I disagree with the way you are failing to pleasure me. I disagree, everything is going how it's meant to be. I disagree with the way you continue to pressure me. Down, let it all burn down. Burn to the ground. We'll be safe and sound when it all burns down. Let it all burn down. Burn it to the ground. We'll be safe and sound when it all burns down. If only all of you could see the world I see. Everyone could live in harmony. 私はあなたに同意しません。私はあなたに同意しません。私はあなたに同意しません。私はあなたに同意しません。
I think it's a different language right there.
Let it all burn down. Burn to the ground. We'll be safe and sound when it all burns down. Let it all burn down. Burn it to the ground. We'll be safe and sound when it all burns down.
Wow. Wow. How about that for contextualization in the times of late here? In the entire month of June, May, June, when she's talking about burning everything to the ground and we'll all be safe and sound. That's something else. Now, all of the items, she just sounds like quite a contrary young lady who perhaps is not happy at the moment. But I wrote down the name here, Poppy, and that was I Disagree, because I liked the sound of that and I liked the music, and it was very interesting. That was very, very different. And I'm going to go look that person or band or whatever they are up I'm going to look for more on that one as well. So Poppy and Lacey Sturm, the ladies are making things happen there this morning. All right, that's really pretty cool. Now, before we move on, of course, Uncle Pete here in the morning, 216 the net, 216thenet.com. We got to tell you who we are, where we are, and where we are. Actually, is at 216 the net, 216thenet.com. Internet radio, real life. I couldn't spit that out, could I? Real life internet radio, because everything we do, all the shows we have, everything is about real life. And internet radio is so much fun. And I do have to remind people sometimes that if you're playing us in your office, which we love your office, your business, play us wherever you want to play us. Because we absolutely love the more listeners, the merrier. The fact that we reach, we're the biggest little internet radio secret around, reaching more than 150,000 of you every month, which is really friggin' amazing. That's really cool. But we're happy to do that because we have the support of folks like Natural Therapy Wellness Center right here in McHenry, Illinois, from whence we stream high atop the William Tunyon and Son General Contractors building. But Natural Therapy Wellness Center, you can give them a call, 815-385-8190. McHenryMassage.com is where you'll find them online. And of course, many people know that a massage can be a great way to pamper yourself. It can also help alleviate or sometimes even cure ailments and stress that you deal with on a daily basis. Contact them today to speak with one of their certified massage therapists. Natural Therapy Wellness Center, 815-385-8190, McHenryMassage.com. And I try that. Say certified massage therapist 10 times as fast as you can. I had to practice that. Thankfully, they've been one of our longest running. I mean, they've been with us since the station came into being, and we're incredibly thankful and grateful to them. Other folks that we're incredibly grateful and thankful to. Now, you're not going to want to miss next week. Changed up the schedule just a bit. You're not going to want to miss next week Friday. Not this Friday, next week Friday. You're going to want to tune in to Ask a Bookkeeper with Steph Connolly of Steph's Bookkeeping Service. She provides remote bookkeeping services for all your bookkeeping, payroll, bill paying, accounts receivable, accounts payable, reconciliations. I could try to say that again. Reconciliations on your bank account statements, all that good stuff. And she keeps your books in order. You can give her a call, 847-942-3004. Again, 847-942-3004. She is the owner and bookkeeper of Steph's Bookkeeping Service. Sorry, Steph, I butchered that. And you can find out more about her online at stephsbooks.com. STEPHSBOOKS.com. And again, Steph Connolly has a show right here on 216 the net, which is usually the first and third Friday of every month, but because of the July 4th holiday, she'll be on the second and third Friday this month in July at 3:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. You don't want to miss it. She actually makes bookkeeping fun, if you can believe that. Steph is awesome. She's great. Wendy Munson, you like the shirt, looking good. It is a purple shirt. I figured it's a purple shirt day. I was feeling it this morning, so I put it on. Actually, I just grabbed it. I didn't even look. I just grabbed it out of the closet. And then I put on a black sports coat because I have to be elsewhere today after the show that requires sports coating. There you go. I'm generally... I did the tie and the suit and the dress pants, and I've learned to call them dress pants for a reason I'll tell you here in a moment. Too many years. I have got a bazillion, not literally, but I have a lot of friggin' ties, tons of them, not literal in weight. I have a lot of ties, more than 100. I have more than 100 ties because they've just been coming over the years. And then I'm usually always in jeans now. Sometimes some type of dress shoe, loafer, or whatever. Today I've got my Periella sneaks on. They're nice and comfy. But I made the mistake of calling dress pants or slacks. I hate that word, by the way. That's such a gross word, slacks. Ew. It just feels gross coming out. I don't know why. Some words are like that. But I made the mistake, and I'll share this with all of you here, of calling them business pants. I don't like wearing business pants, pants in which I must do business. Now, and you guys can, I don't care, because it came out a couple of times before I realized how that sounded. Even Mary Catherine, my amazing, wonderful wife, started making fun of, oh, are you going to go do your business in your business pants? It sounds absolutely idiotic. But there you go. Uncle Pete does not like business pants. I just don't. I got so sick of them. And I disagree with business pants. There you go. We're going to keep things going here. Now we've mentioned a few folks, and you've learned a little bit more about Uncle Pete in the morning and the fact that he does not like business pants. I do not like business pants. What's up next? This is Red. That's the name of the band. Their album is Declaration, and this is The War We Made. So thank you for asking for this. I'm going to say preemptively thank you, and we'll see if I like it. Here you go.
You're a voice when the light is gone. Never know whose side it's on. Think you're gonna see someone, but you are the only one. Am I alone? Am I alright? Am I insane? Am I alive? What does it take to stop waging war with all I thought I wanted?
It's all right.
All I thought I needed. Waking up from myself to a life outside this head. No more lies, no more pain. You can't fight the war we made, the war we made. You thought the worst was done, but instead when the morning comes, you lie awake under the weight of the fear. Just let it go, it is real. All I thought I wanted, all I thought I needed. Waking up from myself to a life outside this head. No more lies, no more pain. You can't fight the war we made, the war we made, the war we made, the war we You're a voice when the light is gone. Never know whose side it's on. Think you're gonna see someone, but you're still the only one. Am I alone? Am I alright? Am I insane? Am I alive? What does it take to stop waging war with? Am I alone? Am I alright? Am I insane? Am I alive? What does it take to? What does it take to? Waking up from myself to a life outside this head. No more lies, no more pain. You can't fight the war we made, the war we made, the war we made, the war we made.
I kind of think I get where they were going with that one. But yeah, nah, that one really didn't do too much for me. That's too reminiscent of that whiny, angsty rock stuff that just. I mean, you could tell he was putting himself into it. He had the emotion in there. You could tell that, but it was just kind of that's just how my brain interprets that. All right, Facebook Live. We actually hadn't had any arguments from the robots this morning. That's kind of cool. So we're going to keep going here with a little bit. Of course, we're going all the way through 8 o'clock in the morning. Uncle Pete in the morning on 216 The Net. And I must tell you, it's that time that you can always tune in at 216thenet.com. Click listen live, hang out with us all day long. Or you can just go get the app from your favorite app store. And again, been emphasizing this lately because people say, well, you don't have one for droids. Yeah, we do. We do, as a matter of fact. If you're a droid user, and there's we don't care what you use, but we want to make sure there's one available for everybody out there. Go to the Google App Store, search for 21.6 The Net, and you can get it. It is for free right now. So if you're a Droid user, go grab that. It's absolutely for free. Download that, and you can have loads and loads of listening hours, time, and fun with us wherever you go. I know there's actually a lot of people who actually just stream us in their car in the morning. And by the way, a lot of folks say, well, you know what, where are you? Are you on other places? Yeah, we're actually on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn, Listen Notes, Radio FM, all that kind of stuff all over the place. So it's easy to find us wherever, but always 216thenet.com, or just download that app, or you can hang out with us whenever we're doing live streaming shows like Uncle Pete in the Morning here on the YouTube channel, 216 The Net, or right here on Facebook Live as well from the 216 The Net page. And I think there's a 216 The Net group that gets a lot of other stuff going on there as well. You can hang out, have fun all the time. Next up, we've got now this one I have. I don't know if I don't know what to expect, because this is the death metal, black metal category, the genre. Ooh, spooky. And the band is called Spirit Possession. Ooh, from their band title album, Spirit Possession. Why do bands still do that? Why do they always do that? Is it a first album rite of passage for bands that you name your first album your band name? I mean, why that kind of thing actually drives me nuts. It's like, well, I get you got to put your name out there. You can still slap your band name on your album and get creative with it. I don't care. Call it Crockpot Litter Box, something different than just your band name. That smacks to me of no creativity, or the boring old marketing 101 kind of stuff for that kind of thing. Anyway, we're going to play it. The name of the song is Deity of Knives and Pointed Apparitions. Deity of Knives and Pointed Apparitions. So I guess that's the god of knives and pointy ghosts. Pointy ghost. Ooh. Anyway, here we go. Well, this will wake you up. Sing along if you know the lyrics. They sound pretty simple. Okay. You guys are free to comment if you're on any of the live streams. Of course, you know that, most of you. Any of you like this? This sounds like utter crap to me. I mean, it's almost like this would be good if they would just shut up and play, because you could probably get into it. They're basically using a handful of basic riff chords, and the drummer's actually really pretty good. But this kind of music to me, I don't know. If all you're doing is unintelligibly yelling and screaming, does nothing for me whatsoever. It's not even the good metal roar. This is literally just yelling and screaming. Like, a good metal roar is awesome. It really is, because you can understand a good metal roar when they're singing, when they get back in there like that. When you get somebody who can really throw that out there, it's really cool. This, I'm sorry to whoever requested this. I apologize. I'm sorry. But this sucks. Do we want to keep going with this one? You guys can tell me. I don't care. If you're not saying anything, you know the rule. I play anything at least once. Almost anything. This is one of the almosts. No. Okay. Okay. We've actually, I've talked through most of it. There's less than a minute left, but we do have a no from the listening crowd. So we're going to go ahead and take a pass. You guys do get to, if you're actually on the live streams and there's something that comes up that you don't want to keep listening to, just tell me. No, don't want that, because it's your ears that are being filled with, well, mine too. But, I play this because you guys want to hear it. Sorry to whomever requested that. We as a group here on Uncle Pete in the Morning decided we do not like your song Deity of Knives and Pointed Apparitions by Spirit Possession. If it was your thing and you thought that was pretty cool, go look them up. Spirit Possession, name of the band. No judgment. It's not for me. Just not for me. But next up, we're going to try one more here. Well, not one more. We actually have a few more, and it's only 7:47, so we got about 13 minutes before the end of the morning for us here. So this next up is called Sacred Snow. So perhaps it will be lovely. I don't know. And it's by the band Ball. Like You Are, I Once Was, Like I Am. Is this the name or the album name? What the heck? If that's a band name, that is one of the worst band names I've ever heard. It just keeps going. Here we go. Well, I'll shut up and we'll play this now. I like the guitar. Okay. All right, I'm going to duck this down just a bit. I like the music. I like that guitar, the wah-wah, kind of a bit of a Jimi Hendrix throwback kind of thing almost there. Drums are good. The bass is good. But again, you've got a front man who sucks. And I am so sorry, band members. I know you put your heart and soul into this stuff, into the music. That is something that music escapes for me. I enjoy it, especially stuff I've never heard before. And this, I actually may just let this play in the background while I yammer and yak away here because I like the guitar. I really do. I like that. They did a good job. Their guitarist is great. Their lead guitarist there. And if you can hear it, pick up a little bit of that right now. But the singers, sometimes singers and bands, you need to make a hard decision. Some of you may really like this, and again, that's okay. For me, he's got too high pitch, that growl. It's he's like an angry chipmunk.
I did not get enough of my nuts this summer. For a long winter, I'm an angry squirrel.
That's what that sounds like to me. But but the music I dig. It's okay. All right. That again, the music was great. The guy singing "Angry Squirrel." If you're band lead, if you're in metal or heavy or rock or whatever, you need something other than an angry squirrel as your lead singer. I'm just saying that's just the way it is now. Now we've got this is by the band End. Their let's see, their album is "Splinters for an Ever Changing Face." Okay. At least they got creative with the words there. Splinters for an ever changing face. Here's some splinters for your face as it's ever changing. Here you go. Splinters for you. I don't think most people want splinters. But the name of their song is Fear for Me Now. Fear for Me Now. So maybe they're not having a great time. Let's see. Let's hope. Let's hope things are better than what the title of the song leads us to believe. Holy marshmallows, Batman. Good Lord. Oh my God. That just about cleared my colon this morning. Oh my Lord. Well, if you guys want to hear this, we'll keep rolling here. We've only got, let's see, 7 minutes left this morning. And this is it's a 2-minute song. Let's let them yell and scream for another minute. What is he saying? Okay. God, jeez. Yeah, he had 5 seconds left of feedback, and I don't need that. Oh my Lord. Woo! You guys, some of this, like 2 songs this morning so far have floated my boat, and I'm gonna look up more info on them. We're gonna skip down here because again, we're actually coming up. We only have we've got less than 5 minutes left this morning. So I'm gonna cross my fingers. This next band is called Dogleg. Album is Kawasaki Backflip. Good grief. Try this again. The band is Dogleg. The album title is Kawasaki Backflip, and this is the title song from the album. And I don't really have a problem with bands naming their album after a song that is kind of the feature of the album. That's fine. But here we go. Almost beboppy.
Tear down my walls, we don't need them now. Lay on the carpet, just burn it out. Pick up the names, decide what's dead. The time that's a reminder of things that's unsaid. Destroy this together. We be the fire on the wind. 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 We be the fire. Tear down my walls, I don't need them now. Lie on the carpet, just burn it out. Pick out the names, decide what's dead. The time that's a reminder of things I can say. We be the fire of the wind. We be the fire of the wind. Okay. Again, I enjoyed the music, but dang, that dude couldn't carry a tune in a bucket. And I feel bad for that because you can hear how much passion and drive he was putting into that. And he was really into that, but he couldn't carry a tune. And again, sometimes passion, you do what you love and you absolutely do it. I'm doing what I love right now. But if somebody didn't like it, then hey, they can say they don't like it. I don't like that. Someone else might really enjoy it. And I hope that's the case. I feel bad for that guy because he was not on. And folks, we've got less than a minute left, so we're just going to play ourselves out this morning. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm having a happy, fun morning, even though it's a Wednesday. Whatever, it's a Wednesday. You have a wonderful Wednesday too, and we'll be back tomorrow morning, nice and brightly on Uncle Pete in the Morning on 216 the net, 216thenet.com. Thank you all so much. This is the love song. solo. I hate myself for days long, sitting all alone, listening to the cave love.
All right, we're actually off the air now, and other shows are kicking into gear. Hope you enjoyed them. If you're still on the radio, we're still streaming live on Facebook. Facebook has not argued with me at all this morning, and of course on the YouTube live stream. We'll go ahead and finish this song up, and then we'll say so long for the morning. And again, thank you all so much for hanging out with me the entire freaking hour on Facebook this morning. What an amazing day! Love y'all. Y'all are fan-freaking-tastic. This one's not too bad.
This is a sad song,
No.
sad, aching like a small and I can taste that. I cry so hard, I die sad, losing all that's making me human inside out. Can I say this to you? Got a thing about you. It won't go away, no. It won't go away. It won't go away. This is a love song, so I dance like to your heart. I guess I still want your love, oh Lord. Have you heard a better song? Oh, I hope not. Can I sing this to you? Got a thing about you, it won't go away. It won't go away, and I just can't say that it won't go away. It won't go
Well, how about that? I think that's a nice end on there. That was funny, though. I like it when lyrics are pretty much honest from the writer's point, and then the singer too. You heard him. He was calling it a sad song. And by the way, the name of this song is "Real Love Song," and it's by the band Nothing But Thieves, and their album title is "Moral Panic." So there you go. They got creative. They got creative with the album title, "Moral Panic." Seems like that's rather topical for these days, isn't it? And then Nothing But Thieves is the band name. And again, Real Love Song. And in there he said, have you heard a better song? I hope not. I think I have. No disrespect there, but it was a lovely song to go out on, and he was saying it was a sad song. Anyway, hopefully this ad didn't end on a sad note for you guys today. We went a little long here on both the Facebook and the YouTube live streams. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And again, we'll be back. Uncle Pete in the morning tomorrow morning, Thursday. Uncle Pete in the morning, 6 to 8, Monday through Thursday on 216thenet.com. And then on Fridays, we have 6 to 7 Uncle Pete with Mary Catherine's Power Hour playlist. That's the hard, heavy metal hitting. You thought today had some heavy in it? It's nothing compared to what she throws out on Fridays. And if you have delicate sensitivities, that 6 to 7 hour is not for you on Friday mornings. We are not FCC regulated. We are internet radio. and nothing gets bleeped nor edited out. So you must have a strong fortitudinal sense of self about you to tune in on Friday morning, 6 to 7 for the Power Hour from Mary Catherine there. Meanwhile, stay tuned, hang out, all kinds of stuff going on the station this morning and the rest of the day. And then again, tomorrow, Thursday at 11 o'clock, we've got Mary Shep with Milo So Lifestyle. You don't want to miss that. That's live. And then Friday at noon, Dream Home Ninjas, brand new then. And I believe either Friday morning or Friday afternoon, I'm not sure, we have a new episode of Who Are You featuring a psychic. Yeah, I kid you not. So I don't know if it's going to be morning or afternoon. I think it's 3:30 Friday afternoon. We'll check on that. Might be in the morning. Not sure. We work around scheduling for that particular show. And then Sunday, brand new show Sunday morning, Lisa's Changing Perceptions. You don't want to miss it. Brand new inaugural episode, Lisa Changing Perceptions, 9 a.m. Central here on, and that will stream live on Facebook and the use of Tube and of course on 216.net. Thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me so much. You all are fantastic. We'll catch you tomorrow. And there we go. All right, we're ending this one and we're ending that one.